Rest of the story. Calvin Graham was a hero. I don't care who says otherwise. He served aboard the USS South Dakota during the Battle of Guadalcanal, World War II. He received 2 campaign medals, a Presidential Citation, the Asiatic Medal, the Bronze Star, and the Purple Heart. Shortly thereafter, in February of 1943, Calvin Graham was sent home, but the young war hero was not to receive a hero's welcome. Arriving in Corpus Christi, he was instead tossed into the brig for 2 months, stripped of his medals, and then he was thrown out of the Navy. No, not even discharged, neither honorably nor dishonorably. He was simply expelled, his honors and his service record summarily erased. It was as though Calvin Graham had never served in the war at all. But this is the rest of the story. There had been anxious talk in Cal's Texas hometown that the United States was losing the war. The young man could not tolerate that, and so early in the summer of 42, he got in the long line in front of the local recruitment office and enlisted in the Navy. Cal was assigned to the USS South Dakota, the only United States battleship in the Pacific theater at that time. The ship's primary function was to serve as a decoy, to make Japanese observers think that we had several battleships in the area. Chameleon-like, the South Dakota would alter her identifying numbers as she sailed, hoping to be reported as a different vessel each time she was sighted. Then early in August came the battle for Guadalcanal, and the South Dakota was there. Her guns blasted more than 30 Japanese planes out of the sky. Cal Graham's fantail gun claimed 7 of those. During the battle, the South Dakota lost her radar, soon found herself dangerously close to a Japanese battleship. The American vessel drew heavy fire, which left many wounded and dead in her superstructure. Cal Graham was one of the handful who volunteered to evacuate the casualties. Within 1 2-minute period, while Cal was up there, the South Dakota took 48 hits above her main deck. Cal received burns and a gun concussion so ferocious that he lost his teeth. But when the smoke had cleared, Cal emerged a hero. You already know of the honors he was awarded: 2 campaign medals, a Presidential Citation, the Asiatic Medal, the Bronze Star, the Purple Heart. You've also learned that he was stripped of these honors and imprisoned and eventually dismissed from the Navy. And the reason was that he'd been too eager to serve his country. For when Cal joined up, he was too young, and thus was his illegal enlistment canceled and his record of service wiped away until today. Calvin Graham, with these words, may become the hero who never was. A young man who convinced a naval recruiter that he was old enough to fight, and fought, and was decorated, and was denied. All within 1 year, the most exciting year of Cal's life, when he was 12. Now you know the rest of the story.